So here we are, guys. Captain Sparrow and Swan. We have the main put up now, as you can see. We were finishing up some touches, putting in some more brace supports for the battens, and after our test trial, we figured out where we needed them, and some smart guy sewed up all of the straps for the battens and forgot two on the bottom foot corner. So as soon as I got that done, we got that all clipped in, and one of our battens didn't quite glue together right, so we got to get another one of those. We were thinking about putting a blooper video up just to show everybody all of the things that had went wrong, but then again, we never videotaped it all, so we would end up having to all reenact it again, so it wouldn't be quite as real. But so far, we're doing everything. Mr. Mufasa's here, sitting there scratching, itchy and scratchy. He's enjoying life out here. We're all getting all ready. We went sailing for a little bit today, and back to the problem where we were on ground. Fixed that. What we did was we took that dinghy right there, and we took this line that we had, and we managed to pull the pirate ship with the dinghy. So that is very good to know if we ever do go aground or have engine failure or other boat issues. We can take care of that with said dinghy. What it is, it's a 8-foot Walker Bay with a Evinrude 5.5 Fisherman on it. It's the same year, make, and model as the boat. Well, not quite, because, Evinrude didn't make the boat. But it's the same year as the boat. And I wanted to keep it around that same year because it is an antique boat. As much as I did modify and re-engineer the mast and the sails and all of that, I wanted to keep that quite solid. Another big thing is having a pirate ship out here apparently is a very big thing, because everybody comes up that comes past. Anybody comes past, they're taking pictures of it, or they're saying, oh wow, it's a pirate ship, hey, I like your pirate ship, or hey, I was just showing my daughter or my son the pirate ship. And it's definitely a big thing from being in the marina and actually being able to be out in the ocean. We love it. We enjoy it. The water moves a lot more. And for her being sat there for about 10 years, I think I zoomed in. Yeah, I zoomed in a little bit. Oops. No, there we go. It's just those little things in life. Like the fact that she had been out for 10 years and now she is just fine and doing very well. And we are now going to give the camera to Swan so that she can talk about what she thinks of everything.
Well, I love it. I have learned how to do laundry out in the ocean. Have put up my own laundry line and use the water out of the ocean to wash the laundry. And it's been a big experience and a learning experience, but I love it. Back to Captain.
So yeah, like she said, she learned how to do laundry. That's a very big thing out here. You need clean clothes, and it's not always easy to figure out how to do those things in a marina when you have, a washing machine and a shower and all of those great things that you have. Out here, it's survival tactics. Okay, so you have luxuries of certain things, and you have to MacGyver and come up with these different ideas on how this strategy will work. Kind of similar to the buckets and the clothesline. All the way down to the factor of, oh my god, the other day, I have to tell you guys this, I had to swim almost over to that buoy right there because my dinghy came untied. The dinghy came untied and I had to swim all the freaking way over there to go get it. Yeah. That was pretty fun. I felt like I was dying by the time I dragged myself up into the dinghy. I barely could breathe. I could barely move. I could barely undress to get the wet clothes off of me to get dry clothes back on. I managed to start the dinghy back up, get it back over here. I had my West Marine emergency life sling on that you pull and it injects CO2 in an airbag. Finally managed to get that up and going, and we got it back here, got it tied up and secure. It was really great to actually have that experience, because I most definitely thought I was screwed. We were like, no, we're far enough from land where we might be able to do something. At low tide, we might be able to walk there. Which, yeah, last night we were sitting in 4.5 feet of water with a 5.5 foot draft. Few of the waves would lick up and hit us, and you'd come down and you'd feel it. It just lightly would like hit the ground, and it's a lot of weight slamming into the ground. So that spot is nice and packed down now. Upon that, halfway through the night, she finally dug herself a little hole and sat there. The weather wasn't too bad, so it would just, every once in a while, the rogue wave would hit and lift us up and drop us back down. And we're not quite to blue waters yet, so we can't really see the bottom, which really sucks. It's all brown. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's all brown. It's the Mobile Bay is where we're at, and it's just, you can't see anything. It's eerie feeling because you don't know what's down there or what could be down there. It's great mystery. For all you know, you could run aground somewhere and there could be a shipwreck there, and you can't see it. I'm used to being down in Florida or Lake Michigan where you can see the bottom. You can look down there and notice what's down there. Here you can't exactly do that. Here it actually kind of sucks because of that. And your visual is literally only 2 feet, 2-3 feet at the max. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. We're happy. We're finally happy. The stresses of land are gone for a minute, until we have to go back, and everybody wonders, how much does it take to actually do that? Well, so far in life, we're sitting on $100, and we left it that way for a reason. Just because that's the way that I was taught. You don't have to have money to go do things, and I wanted to prove to people that you could have a $500,000 yacht like I've got here, that you don't have to have a $500,000 to take out and go do something. All these abandoned boats that are out there in the world, go get them. That's exactly what this one was. It was an abandoned boat. It sat there and sat there and sat there for 10 years, and then they sat it on its side. They gave up, and a week before I got it, they were going to trash it. They were going to trash this boat. They were going to dump it out into a dumpster and call it gone. And to know in the fact of my soul that one man with his 2 hands built the hull of this boat, hand built this boat. It didn't come through a factory. It was hand built. There were only 24 of these built in the world, and I was lucky enough to find one abandoned and grabbed for a penny. I couldn't believe it. I had to do something about it, and then I had looked up, Japanese boats, and I was gonna do a tall ship setup, which I'm still thinking about doing the pirate ship setup with the cross boom, so that the downwind gets just a little more a little funner, you know, more sail area, and the little pockets that need it. But everybody's like, well, you ain't got a 300-foot mast for that 50-foot boat. I said, well, I don't need that big of a mast. I just need to build my sail area bigger, make my sail bigger, make my sail area longer. So that's what I did. I made my sail area longer and bigger across the water. You don't always have to go up. You don't always have to heel over. This boat, anyways, it would heel over with a very, very big mast on it, but then the capsizing capabilities are heavier. Versus I could flip over and flip right back up because my rigging is done with 38,000 pound Dyneema, which with this flipping over at 48,000 pounds, flipping back over, my rigging is stout enough to where I slim to none may get dismasted, my sail may rip off, but I'll still have a mast. And with that, I can still figure out how to either patch the sail or figure something out because I made the sail the way that I did. All of these things I came into perspective of how it was going to be done because of the simple fact that in Brazil there's not a Walmart. Did you know that? In Brazil there isn't a Walmart. You can't go to Walmart and buy what you need. You can't go to the local grocery store and buy what you need that you would regularly buy here in America at Meijer or Walmart. They don't have that there. They have little markets, flea markets, stores, but they don't have a big old neighborhood Walmart or super center that you can just go buy these things. You have to actually MacGyver and figure them out. So I did this entire boat that direction with the most possible outcome to make it to where it is now. And yeah, I know. I need to finish dyeing the sail. That was a 3 o'clock in the morning spiel where I was like, hey, well, let me go do this. So I went and I tried to do it, and I was going to wreck somebody else's washing machine, and I neglected to do that. Because what I was going to do is I was going to pour the dye into the detergent, and then I was going to wait for the fabric softener to turn on, and then I would spill the dye through there. But then I figured out that somebody might not like their $1 million clothes coming out all red, and hopefully they didn't put whites in there. So we didn't end up doing that. We just ended up trying to dye it out here, and it didn't end up working because we didn't have the right sprayer, blah blah blah. So again, the trials and tribulations of being out here. It's fun, it's a blast, and we enjoy and we love it. And I mean, we have random people like this guy right here driving up to take pictures of the pirate ship. We've got so many pictures out there now, so many different viewers of people looking at us and being amazed on what we did in 7 months. Yes, guys, it was 7 months. 7 months ago, we started this project with you guys, and all of you that have viewed, we are here at 7 months out in the middle of the ocean, in the water, enjoying life. And it was pretty fun. It was pretty tricky, but we did it. Sometimes I gotta look back and say, wow, this is amazing, I did it. But we did it, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
But we're gonna catch you guys later. We're gonna get back to work on something. We'll surprise you on the next video of what we did. And we will talk at you guys later. Like and subscribe, and talk to you guys soon.